again, besties, and welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, then welcome. Just when I thought my mod collection was finally almost complete, the incredible creators of the Stardew modding community went and proved me wrong, yet again. Somehow, even after all those amazing new mods we just went over last week, even more fresh additions have landed on Nexus, and I just couldn't resist trying some of them out recently. So here we are, yet 8 more brand new mods that are absolutely stunning. This week's lineup is extra special because several of these mods bring a little magic to the valley in the most delightful way. I'll be going over some mods that add whimsical touches, making your new or current playthrough feel that much more enchanted. And for those of us who love our spouses and roommates, but wish they had a bit more to do around the farm, there are some fantastic new additions for them too. Whether you're looking to sprinkle a bit of fantasy into your daily routine, or just want your in-game partner to pull their weight a little more, your next favorite mod might just be waiting. If you've been enjoying these mod showcases, it would mean the world to me if you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. It truly makes a huge difference, and it helps more farmers like you discover these videos. Now, let's jump into the mods. I am absolutely enchanted by this very first mod. Magical Broomstick by Jenna Jafuffles is the whimsical transportation upgrade I didn't know I needed in my life. And it's definitely one of my favorite new additions where mounts are concerned. Rasmodius has a super practical idea for a magical new broom to help you get around the valley easier. With a little help from you, you can acquire your very own magical broomstick mount. The magical broomstick doesn't replace the vanilla horse mount, thankfully, because I absolutely love my horse. It adds an entirely new, enchanted way to get around in the valley in style. The mod is also wonderfully immersive and includes a questline to fully unlock it. After seeing the event with the wizard, you'll need to build a broom closet on your farm where you can store your magical broom. I won't bother going into the full details here. You'll just have to download it and add the mod to your game and see how things work. But overall, the process of acquiring a magical broom feels natural and well earned in the end. It's the perfect mod for anyone who's ever wanted to swoop around the valley on a broomstick without having to replace your horse to get it. You all know that I'm absolutely obsessed with mods that give our spouses more to do on the farm, because without them, our spouses sorta just walk around, bump into walls, and stare at our potted plants all day. But with 4 children, 2 pets, and at least 100 or so farm animals to tend to every single day, I just needed more help. And thanks to helpful spouses and roommates, Chore Options by Captain Sully, that dream has become a beautiful reality. Helpful spouses and roommates is a game changer for anyone who has ever wished their in-game partner would simply do more around the farm. The mod gives you complete control over what chores your spouses or roommates will tackle. They'll perform various tasks around the farm every morning. You can decide whether your spouses or roommates do chores at all, as well as toggle specific tasks on and off with adjustable chance percentages. The vanilla options include feeding pets, watering crops, feeding animals, repairing fences, and making breakfast. The mod also adds the ability for your spouse to pet your pets and pet all of your farm animals as separate chores, which means I've got Lance giving belly rubs to my dog and cat, plus making sure my cows and bears feel loved too. And here's the best part. You can even combine feeding and petting into one chore, or set it so that they always water the pet bowl and always pet your pets. No chance involved, just a guaranteed task they'll perform every day. For someone like me who spends a huge chunk of every in-game day just making sure everyone's fed and happy, this mod has been an absolute lifesaver. Now I can focus on expanding my farm, finishing quests, and exploring new expansion areas while my spouse handles the morning affection rounds. It's everything I've ever wanted in a spouse mod and more. When I first saw this mod on Nexus, I was genuinely stunned. You know how in Stardew Valley, you catch this massive legendary fish, and when you look at it in your backpack or in an aquarium, it's just so small and scrunchy looking? Biggering fishes, Big Fish Getting the Size They Deserve by Orca Baryonyx finally does these larger fish in the game the justice that they deserve. This mod uses Mushimoto's Moby Dick framework to give certain fish the size and presence they were always meant to have. The creator has redone 9 vanilla fish, and they include tuna, catfish, sturgeon, octopus, pike, loincod, albacore, halibut, and dorado. They also completely reanimated them to better represent their real-world counterparts. The detail is absolutely stunning, and no longer are these fish scrunched into tiny boxes. Now they swim with the proper proportions and presence that make you feel like you actually caught something impressive. And for those of us with Stardew Valley Expanded installed, there's also support for 5 of its fish as well, including the gar, king salmon, shark, alligator, and ocean sunfish. What I love is that the creator didn't just resize them and call it a day. The new art style for these fish also remain beautifully vanilla-like, meaning these bigger fish fit right into the game. They're just bigger and better. They even include a wonderfully petty config option that swaps where line cod and tilapia are caught to be more true to real life, complete with a warning stating that it's on by default. So if you're an aquarium enthusiast or just someone who appreciates when a big fish actually looks like a big fish, this mod is an absolute must-have in your game. This next mod is one that I personally love so much that I didn't even have words for how useful it's been in my game. Every single time I ride my horse out into the forest, I have to hop off to grab some forage or check a worm spot, and without fail, I end up walking away and leaving my poor horse just standing there like it's been abandoned. And then I spend the next 5 minutes trying to remember where I left them, only to have to summon it again with my flute. Horse Follows You by Canna Club completely solves this problem for me. It makes my horse follow me around like a cute, devoted companion. With a simple toggle, your horse will dutifully trail behind you wherever you go, even across map boundaries where horse movement is allowed. No more backtracking, no more having to whistle for your lost horse. And here's the part that made me genuinely giddy. When I first installed this mod, I discovered that my tractor also followed me around, which absolutely tickled me to no end. In fact, all of my mounts were following me around. Thankfully, you can just toggle the follow feature on and off as needed. You can adjust how close your horse gets before stopping, how often it recalculates its path, and even exclude specific mounts from following if you have multiple. So if you don't want your tractor to follow you around, it doesn't have to. When I'm just chilling on my farm doing some quiet organizing, I simply toggle the follow feature off with a single press of a key and go back to having my mount stand peacefully by their stables. Horse Follows You is the perfect balance of companionship and control. No more misplaced horses for us ever again. Just a faithful friend trotting happily behind us wherever we go. Did you ever wish that those daily kisses you give your spouses every morning before running off to seize the day meant something more? Well, Marriage Partner Buffs by Vapor64 finally does that by turning those early morning smooches into something genuinely rewarding. That is, if you happen to be married or roommating with vanilla spouses at least, for now. Here's how it works. Every morning when you kiss your spouse, you'll receive a unique buff that lasts the entire day. And not just any buff. Each spouse has a carefully chosen, lore-friendly bonus that actually makes sense for their personality. Alex gives you plus 10% max energy because of course the jog helps you power through your day. Elliot increases your chance of finding treasure chests, while fishing by 20% feels perfect for a writer who romanticizes adventure. Harvey boosts your max health by 10% because the town doctor would absolutely look out for your well-being. Shane? He makes chicken-related items sell for double the price, which is both hilarious and oddly fitting for the former Joja employee turned chicken enthusiast. The buffs for everyone else are equally thoughtful. Abigail gives plus 5 attack. Emily makes all gems sell for 50% more. Haley gives crops a chance to upgrade to gold quality. Leah gives you extra wood when felling trees. Maru makes farm machines work 5% faster. Penny boosts all XP gained by 40%. Sam gives you a speed boost while in Pelican Town. And Sebastian gives you a combination of speed, attack, defense, and luck after 8 p.m. And for those who choose Krobus as their roommate, he increases Monster Drop's selling prices by 200%. It's the perfect incentive to actually seek out your spouse every morning, and it makes that little kiss feel like it truly matters. As of right now, it seems these buffs only apply to vanilla spouses and roommates. The mod author is also working on buffs for other prominent NPCs for mods, so hopefully one day, even Lance will have his own unique buff. This mod is a small addition, but it breathes so much life and purpose into the post-marriage game. Let's talk about a mod that solves a very specific, very real problem for anyone who loves their farm's aesthetic. When you have that cozy building retexture that you've used for many in-game years, and then Stardew Valley Expanded comes along with its beautiful premium barns and coops, but they don't really match that same beloved look as your other buildings. Bigger on the Inside by Jenna Fuffles is the elegant solution for just the situation. This brilliant mod lets you upgrade your existing barns, coops, and sheds into the premium Stardew Valley Expanded versions while keeping the exterior textures the same. So your deluxe barn with that gorgeous retexture you already have, you can keep using that same building after the upgrade. Your building will look just like a premium barn on the inside, with all that extra space and functionality while looking exactly the same on the outside. No mismatched buildings, and no sacrificing your farm's cohesive vibe for the sake of upgraded interiors. It works beautiful with nearly any building retexture, old or new, and even includes an option to upgrade your existing buildings directly rather than building new ones from scratch. I really could have used this mod several months ago when I was ready to upgrade my buildings to premium ones. This is a small mod with a very specific purpose, but for anyone who's ever agonized over their farm's visual consistency, it's absolutely essential. For someone like me who has relied on the To-Do mod for ages to keep my scattered brain on track, switching to something new felt like a really big leap. After about a year of the same system, I decided I wanted to try switching things up a bit. And Deluxe Journal Continued by Cough Zero has been so refreshing. This is a community fork of the original Deluxe Journal by Molson Cad, lovingly updated with bug fixes for the latest version of the game, and it brings a whole new level of organization to my chaotic farming life. The beauty of this mod is in its simplicity. It upgrades your in-game journal with 3 brilliant pages. The tasks page lets you create a checklist for everything you still need to do, with options for auto-completion that track your progress automatically based on keywords and conditions. You can set tasks to renew daily, weekly, or even on custom schedules, so reoccurring chores like pet the animals or check the greenhouse will never slip your mind again. And as someone who is extremely forgetful and easily distracted, having that gentle reminder right there in the journal is a lifesaver. The notes page is perfect for jotting down anything that doesn't fit into a task. Reminders about what seeds to buy next season, which NPC loves which gift, or which fish still need to be caught. Changes save automatically, so even if I quit the game in frustration after forgetting something, my notes are still there when I jump back on. And the overlays page lets you keep select information visible on your screen while you play, so your to-do list can float quietly in the corner, constantly reminding you what needs to be done. But my absolute favorite feature? I can change the background and font color of the overlay screen to something that's pleasing to my eyes and helps it stand out from the game's UI. For players like me, who need just a little help remembering what they're supposed to be doing in the game, this mod is a gentle, beautifully simple companion that turns off forgetfulness into productivity. Last but certainly not least, I have to tell you about a mod that I probably downloaded in record speed. You know how much I love mods that add new areas to the valley, and Gem Sea Shores, More Beach Areas by Amen111 does exactly that. The moment I saw it on Nexus, I was already clicking the download button before I could even finish reading the description. This mod is a small but absolutely gorgeous beach-themed expansion that does so much with the coastal areas of Pelican Town. It starts by overhauling the main beach map, making it look more natural and aesthetically pleasing, but it also adds an accessible forest beach, where you can step down to the shore and collect respawnable supply crates and beach forage. The Flower Dance map becomes fully accessible year-round with this installed, so you can visit the forest clearing after the festival to collect special flowers and forage that you can't find anywhere else. And then there's the West Beach Coast, a stunning new area that can be reached through a cave in the forest clearing. Here, you can forage, fish, or just relax while taking in a beautiful summit view. The mod includes built-in compatibility with Stardew Valley Expanded right out the gate, which is absolutely essential for my heavily modded save. The creator also has plans for even more, like an Eastside Beach Coast expansion, boat travel systems across the Pelican Town coast, custom caves with special loot, and a whole bunch of vanilla-friendly events and quest lines to give the coast some life. This is a mod that makes me want to spend all my spare time by the water, and I absolutely can't wait to see what the future updates bring. I will definitely be keeping my eye out for the updates on this one. And that's a wrap on 8 more incredible brand new Stardew Valley mods, from flying broomsticks and helpful spouses to bigger fish and helpful journals. This week's lineup brought us both magic and practicality in equal measures. I hope you found 1 or 2 or even a few new favorites to add to your own game. I'd love to hear which of these 8 mods you're most excited to try, so be sure to drop a comment below. I read every single one of your comments and can't wait to talk mods with you all. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to take a moment to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, so you don't miss another mod showcase. It means the world to me and really helps the algorithm push this video out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, stay cozy and keep those mods updated, my friends. And as always, happy farming!